guys' first touch of the year, you take it to the house. I mean, how good did that feel, just like building off of just a long training camp?
It felt good. Shoot, it was meant to be. You know, the blockers, they did their job. Everybody did their job, and you know that's what helped me, you know, get to where I needed to get. So appreciate, you know, everybody else on that punt return, and Coach Bro, you know, he made the return. Yeah, so appreciate them.
As you had the big punt return, Kenny had a big punt return, he had the kickoff return too. How important were special teams today to kind of set the tone?
Oh, that's something we always talk about as a team, special teams. That's what it started with. Every game gonna start with special teams. So, you know, that's something we like to, special teams kind of help, you know, the team with when it come to, like, you know, the move, you know, kick off. If we kick the ball off, get a big hit or a fumble or something, that turn us up. You know, so plays like that on special teams, it really helps.
On both of your touchdowns today, it seemed like you got to a point where, you know, there was going to be nobody that could catch you. Do you sense that when you're in that moment that, like, no one here is going to get me?
Oh yeah, that's the mindset, man. Once I get, you know, past where I need to get past, there ain't no one catching me. You know, that's how I gotta be. You know, that's just how I've been my whole life. You know, once I get, you know, past the, you know, the second level, it's go.
What was it like seeing Eli deal as he did today?
He did, yeah, I like what I see. But as a team, we got a lot of stuff to clean up on. You know, QBs as well. Everybody, we got a lot of stuff to clean up on. You know, that's the good thing. You know, we did some good things today, and we still wasn't at our best. So, you know, I'm excited for, you know, what's coming up for this team.
There were a few of those drives early that weren't necessarily as smooth as they were the rest of the game. What were some of the things holding you guys back early in the game?
To be honest, we just had to change what we, like, our game plan and stuff. You know, when we was running the ball in condensed sets, you know, they was playing the run real heavy. So when it came to running the ball, we had to have open sets, you know, to make, you know, more lanes for the RBs. You know, it was just all game planning stuff. Stuff we had to change up coming out the half, and you know, we made the change.
Did you see Eli get more comfortable? He had, like, I think 37 yards in the first 5 drives. Did he ease into it, relax? Did you guys say anything to him? How did that really pick up?
We really didn't have to say anything to him because, like I said, it's all the game planning stuff. You know, Duquesne, they did a great job, you know, coming out early, you know, stopping us. You know, we had to change a lot of stuff, and, you know, as the game kept going, Eli got more comfortable, and you see what happens when you get more comfortable.
Your long touchdown run came off that left side of the line. What did you notice from those new guys up there on the offensive line?
You know, they do what they supposed to do. You know, they open rip gaps for me. You know, help me get to where I need to get one-on-one with safety. You know, that's what we always talk about in meetings, practice. As long as they get us one-on-one with them safeties, we gonna make plays. You know, they did a great job today, and I'm proud of them. And the tight ends. The tight ends, you know, they did. You know, I think Jake was in there when I scored. He had that key block that helped me score. So, you know, appreciate them boys.
Joel scored as well today. Just what has he brought to the tailbacks room, and just what are you seeing out of him as a player early in the season?
Joel, he works hard. Like I say every time. You know, I seen him from the jump. You know, we both got here at the same time. You know, he's a total different player than he was last year. You know, he works hard. He listens to whatever me, or coach have to tell him. You know, he just practice like it's a game every time. And, you know, that's what results you're gonna get when you practice real hard. You know, good things gonna come for you in the game. So, you know, I'm proud of him. You know, I always talk to him. And it's a lot more coming for him.
What did you think of Blue's touchdown?
You know, Blue, my guy, you know, from the same city. You know, so, you know, he a dog. You know, I expect that from him. So, you know, I don't really, you know, hype him up too much. I expect that from him.
Did you guys like playing like with each other, like when you were younger, against each other?
No, you know, we're just from the same part of the city. You know, I just always see him. We always talk to each other, but I ain't never play against him.
Des, you guys honored Mason Alexander and his family today. You were one of the people who walked out with his family. Were you able to reflect on that moment at all, or did you guys talk about it before the game?
You know, it was a great feeling. You know, just having, you know, his people's here, you know, to see us play. You know, like this whole week we've been talking about, man, this game is for Mason. We're gonna play for Mason, and you know, we did. You know, we came out of coin toss, and you know, had his parents there. You know, it was a great feeling. You know, seeing her smile. You know, because you know it's rough times for her. You know, but just seeing how the family was still, like, they was happy, they enjoyed the game, and even in the locker room they came and did the cheer with us. You know, it was just good to see them smiling.
Any thought about what this week has been like for you guys getting ready after a long training camp and everything, finally getting to play against another team?
You know, it feel like, you know, season take a long time to get here. You know, all the hard work we done did from, you know, after Toledo game to now, you know, it's paying off. You know, I'm just happy to be outside with my guys again. You know, I'm just ready for this year and whatever comes our way.
Desmond, thank you.